For the second consecutive game against a top 15 team, North Carolina couldn't make the necessary plays late, this time with the Tar Heels losing in the CBS Sports Classic against Kentucky 87-83. The first half was a rough display of basketball for Carolina, with only 2 more field goals made than turnovers. You saw the emphasis UNC made early on to get Cormac Ryan involved and build his confidence, because to be a great team, I think Hubert Davis knows that Ryan is going to have to play a big part in raising this team's ceiling. Luckily for the Heels, they found themselves only trailing by 2 at the break, behind an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 33 seconds. But a 15-5 run for the Wildcats to start the second pushed their lead back to double digits fairly quickly. Through 9 games, UNC's identity has been a team with no quit and one that will will its way back into a game. That was again the case tonight, as you have to give credit to this Tar Heel team for being a team that keeps battling and playing with heart, led by RJ Davis, who poured in 27 points and became the first person to lead UNC in scoring in 6 consecutive games since Justin Jackson did it in 2016-2017, when Jackson won ACC Player of the Year. That's the level that Davis is playing at right now, where every possession feels like it should go through him, and you're at your most confident watching when he's shooting the ball. The problem for UNC is that while he's supposed to be a large part of the equation that propels this team to victories in games of this magnitude, the other player that is supposed to have a similar effect is Armando Bacot, who was largely a non-factor tonight, scoring 9 points with 6 turnovers. When matched up with athletic bigs, Bacot, for the most part, has disappeared. On the whole, it looked like Kentucky played with a different level of athletes that held UNC to lead for just 16 seconds. Defensively, I had my worries coming in for this UNC team that came into today with a 43rd ranked defense according to KenPom. First, the rim protection is non-existent, and a team like Kentucky can get a lot of good looks at the basket. Then Kentucky hunted Elliot Cadeau to get him mismatched in the post, and as a result, Carolina had to sit him, putting one of its best playmakers for others on the bench until bringing him in cold for the final possession, hoping that he could create something. Finally, Carolina was out-rebounded on the night by double digits, and UNC gave up 18 offensive boards to Kentucky, allowing the Wildcats to outscore them by 9 on second-chance points. That's the game. The tough stretch of games continue, so no time for the Tar Heels to feel sorry for themselves, with a 3rd straight game against another top 15 opponent, Oklahoma, Wednesday night in Charlotte at the Jumpman Invitational. Until then, from Atlanta, I'm Taylor Vippolis, signing off for Inside Carolina.